Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Boston call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson, and an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 52, 55.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
55. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Watch out. Go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. On second down now, Boston. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, exit.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go. 58, come on. 58, come on. Who that? Point it right. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got you, son. I got you. Hey, echo. Check. Alert flare.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Tomlinson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming. Switch. Mike 40, check. He's coming. Hey, I'm coming up. Yeah. 40's Mike. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Boston, he fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Interesting, he told us that he likes to run right more than left, but there he looked pretty comfortable going left for a big gain, Charles.
Kind of like a basketball player who has a dominant side that he dribbles to, but the ability to cross that over, change it up, and break a tendency can often lead to great results, as we just saw there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Boston. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, son.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
You go, pistol. Check 37. Check 37. Run. Hurry. Let's go right here. Hey, Charlie. 58's the money. 58's the money. Run.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Regular. He's coming, double up.
Here's Tomlinson. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
King. 58 to Mike. Blue down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Alert. 58's the money. I got him. Hey, Steve 6. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50. Real. I'm coming. Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Tomlinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson to throw again. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Don't pull this way.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, 20.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Got him in, it's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 63 yards on the ground.
First down, Cleveland.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Browns 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just... And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts? No, not at all.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Boston, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
You don't want it. SOS.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boston, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 2nd down now. Boston. And the ball is knocked out. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy
in
addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially again.
Now Brown, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
First down, Cleveland.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is Tomlinson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, Mayfield. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Now the Browns will use the first of their three timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Focus, defense, focus. Slam, slam, slam. Showing it, showing it. Okay,
Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And the catch on 2nd down.